Okay, here we are at week 7, and what we're going to be talking about in week 7 is that most joyous of topics, statistics. I have indicated in the text for week 7 that I have left this topic of statistics towards the end of the course and also am spending only 1 week on it because for two reasons. First of all, you guys have either had statistics or will take it, and so there's no sense or reason to spend a lot of time with it. Secondly, it does take up valuable time for this class and what we need to talk about. So I will pose questions, as you will see, that try to get at the fundamentals of descriptive and inferential statistics. And so let me briefly provide an advanced organizer for that. Chapter 12, Descriptive Statistics, refers to those statistics that we use to explain, summarize, and, ready for this term, describe, hence the term descriptive, some variable for which we collect data. For example, if we're collecting data on achievement, height, weight, gender of a group of participants, and we list that data in a frequency distribution, or we calculate the mean of achievement scores, the standard deviation, which is a measure of variability, then we are using descriptive statistics. And I want to stress that descriptive statistics are very important. They sort of draw a picture in numbers as to what a distribution of scores look like. Now, moving on to the next chapter, inferential statistics, this is where we get into the area of hypothesis testing, things called level of significance that you've probably heard about. And first and foremost, I want to stress that just because we may do and talk about some of these inferential statistical tests that sound really highfalutin, let's not forget about our descriptive statistics. Inferential statistics are built on descriptive statistics, and readers of any research report first want to see what is before you start talking about testing hypotheses, etc. So I do want to stress that descriptive and inferential statistics go hand in hand. Now, the difference is that inferential statistics, discussed in Chapter 13, takes us beyond description, and typically what we focus on in inferential statistics is taking a sample, ideally a random sample from a population, and then doing some sort of experiment or study. Let's say we're doing an experimental design where we are comparing two groups, one of which has been exposed to a flipped classroom environment and one who is not. And then what we do at the end of that time period is we may compare test scores, and we may use something called an independent t-test. So what I'm going to do in the questions that I pose for this week is to try to hit the highlights of some of the most important concepts in descriptive and inferential statistics. And I don't expect you to be experts on statistics after this. I just want you to try and see statistics as the final part of a research study in that you're analyzing quantitative data with that in order to analyze results and draw conclusions. It is similar, actually, to Chapter 18, which is what we talked about last week on qualitative data analysis. With qualitative data analysis, we take words and pictures and we analyze them through some sort of coding. With quantitative data analysis, we use something called statistics to analyze data. So I know that these chapters are challenging, probably to most of you. So please take your time to read them. I'm going to pose questions that I hope are not too difficult, but yet get at the essence and the fundamentals of statistics. Okay, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you on Blackboard.